prize is what you win. Streaming live, we're diving through the blue from the cockpit view. It's all for you. Jets are lining up, the quiz begins. Fuel the mind, the prize is what you win. Welcome into the departure lounge. Flying high, the love will never drown. Christmas jet and battle of the livery. Tune in now to soak up all the scenery. Welcome into the departure lounge. Flying high, the love will never drown. Christmas jet and battle of the lead. Tune in now to soak up all the scenery. Games we navigate, every answer pushes past the gate. Colors burst in liveries collide. Compete with style, let your spirit guide. From runway lights to the quizzes bright, every moment here just feels so right. Altitude climb, enjoy the ride. Wings spread wide, we'll be your guide. Welcome into the departure lounge. Flying high, the love will never drown. Christmas jet and battle of the livery. Tune in now to soak up all the scenery. Welcome into the departure lounge. Flying high, the love will never drown. Christmas jet and battle of the lead. Tune in now to soak up all the scenery.
A huge thank you to our channel member, Terrence Jones. Oh Lord, I have no idea. Alrighty then. Welcome everybody. If you want a an idea for how long it's been since we did the flight simulator, 17th of December was the last time we actually did a flight on the flight sim. But yes, welcome along then to your Monday flight night here on the Departure Lounge YouTube channel. Of course, as always, hope you are doing well. Bit of a new layout thing here, as well as the little ticker running down the bottom of the screen there that will give you the schedule for the rest of the week, and it will be there throughout the entire stream so you can get to grips with what's happening throughout the rest of the week. We are, of course, on board tonight the United Express, in brackets Mesa Airlines Embraer 175 here at Houston. We are headed out to St. Louis, or St. Louis, depending on how you want to pronounce it. We'll go with St. Louis. But yes, St. Louis is where we're off to this evening. Flight time is between about an hour and a half and maybe an hour and 3/4, 1 hour and 45 minutes. Plenty to get through in terms of what's happening here, but Before we do anything, let's get on to the cockpit here and let's say hello to those of you that are watching this evening. So, Wayne, of course, in the chat, hello to you. Hope you're doing well. Carl Crawford, hello to you. Says looking nice and fresh. The new layout. Oh yes, looking nice and fresh. The new layout. Sorry, read that totally wrong. But thank you. That's appreciate the nice words there. Gemma, evening to you. Bernice Thompson, evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Wilson Simons, hello to you. Hope you're doing well. Anybody else lurking in the background, hello to you. And of course, they are not the only ones we are here to say hello to. Let's say hello to our wonderful cabin crew this evening. So, cabin crew, we are currently live on YouTube. Is there anything you'd like to say to our viewers? It's a bit of a delay, hang on.
Oh, Captain, I just want to say, if your flying skills were a YouTube channel, they'd be a one-hit wonder. But hey, let's keep the viewers entertained, shall we?
Starting off strong.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Mesa Airlines Flight 6275, where the only turbulence you'll experience is from our captain's questionable flying skills. We're cruising at 33,000 feet, and if you look out the window, you might just see a cloud or two, or perhaps the remnants of Captain Tom's last attempt at a smooth landing. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight.
Thanks. That's Janet for you, by the way. Janet's our cabin crew for the evening. You'll be hearing a lot from her. So yes, there you go. So we've got interactive cabin crew with us this evening, which I've been testing throughout the weekend, and finally we are here. By the way, Janet, appreciate the kind words there. The YouTube chat is currently laughing.
Oh, Captain, I'm glad the viewers are enjoying the show. Just remember, if they start laughing too hard, it might be because they're watching your flying skills.
We'll come back to you later, Janet.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we cruise at 33,000 feet, we hope you're enjoying the view. Just don't look too closely at the captain's flying. We're on Mesa Airlines Flight 6275, heading to St. Louis. If you need anything, just wave your arms like you're trying to flag down a taxi. Enjoy the flight.
Cool. There you go. She's on one this evening, clearly, but it's fine. Right, shall we? Right, so I can't board the plane for some reason because GSX isn't recognised here with this scenery. Don't know why, just isn't. So we're going to pretend to board. But before we do that, we've also got to go down the other route of just doing a quick check here as well. So we can do that straight away by going in with Houston clearance delivery. I'm going to cancel that because I've forgotten my call sign. What's my call sign? Oh, I got it. It's fine. It's got it. Okay.
Air Shuttle 25.
No.
Houston clearance.
Let's go again. Let's try that again. I forgot my call sign. It recognised it, but we'll go again. Okay, let's try it again. Houston clearance delivery, Air Shuttle 6275, requesting IFR clearance to St. Louis. That's not what I want to do. That is not what I want to do. That's too early. We want radio check first. Fuck's sake. You know what it is? Janet is the one that's thrown me off here. Give me a sec. Oh dear. Here we go. Right, go again. Houston clearance delivery, Air Shuttle 6275, radio check.
Air Shuttle 25, cleared to St. Louis via the...
Fuck off. That's not what I want. Okay, hang on. Don't worry, it's fine. It's because I'm mucking up the comms and it is getting recognised straight away. Still blaming Janet for it. Hope everyone's had a lovely Monday. Let me know what you got up to. When you had work, how was it? If you didn't have work, how was it? What did you do today? Let me know what you did. Jim's asking if Janet is related to Emma. I can neither confirm or deny. I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's switch the batteries on. Let's get this puppy fired up.
Houston clearance, American 3621.
Okay, so
American 3621, Houston clearance, go ahead.
So you hear that? That's real people
Yes,
talking
sir.
to ATC.
My IFR clearance to Miami, and I have information Victor, American 3621.
American 621, I'll have your clearance in just a second.
There you go, see? That's real people talking to ATC. So let's try ourselves again. Here we go. Houston clearance delivery, air shuttle, 6275, radio check.
Air Shuttle 25, roger. Reading you loud and clear.
Fantastic. There we go. Got there in the end. Cool. So we're good. Radio is being picked up. So we're good. Right. Now, we've got to turn on the APU, which is there. What we'll also do whilst we're here is we'll turn on the nav lights, get the emergency exit lights to armed. We'll go seat belts, even though we can't really board today because, again, for some reason, it is not having it, so I better tell Janet. Janet, for some reason we're not boarding passengers today, so it's going to be an empty flight. Are you okay with that?
Oh, Captain, an empty flight. Well, I suppose that means more snacks for us. Just don't let it go to your head, eh?
So she's fine with it. She's fine with an empty plane. It's not an issue.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Mesa Airlines Flight 6275.
She's still practicing
Today,
the safety
it appears
briefing.
we're
Is
flying with more empty seats than passengers, which is just as well because it gives our captain Tom a little less pressure to not crash us into a mountain. So sit back, relax, and enjoy
That's
the
clear
flight.
to Denver
Or,
via the
just
sticky
enjoy
egg
the empty
departure.
space
Then
next
it's
to you.
filed maintain 14,000.
Mate, she's on one, literally. How does she know? She's been watching the channel. She watched that one time I ploughed a plane into the Vagar Mountain. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it.
United 2641, read that correct.
So what you're hearing is you're hearing real people communicating with tower, sort of like it's ATC, but it's not. The ATC is not people; it's AI. So what we're using a different program this evening, as opposed to VATSIM. VATSIM, you talk to real people. This, you talk to AI generated. So this is like an alternative for people that don't want to have the pressures and strains of VATSIM sort of things. That's what we're using. We're using that program this evening, and we'll see how well it goes. Carl says Janet knows you too well, a little too well. That's the suspicious bit. A little too well, for sure. Right, so Carl says it's been another snow day here with all schools closed. Wilson says I am plane spotting with a nice camera that my parents found, very nice. Wayne says decent day, skid my way round the roads this morning, which was fun. Jim says no snow here apart from on the Isle of Arran and the Sleeping Warrior. I saw the pictures. Very nice pictures. Okay. Now what we've got to do is basically just turn everything on that we know that we need to. So if we just zoom out here, I think we're good for that's only the panel there. We'll turn on the electric pump there. The fuel pump should be turned on already, which is fine. APU bleed is already on. Can't board passengers, which is absolutely fine. By the way,
Lufthansa 421, heavy climb and maintain flight level 370.
another feature.
Climbing to flight level 370, Lufthansa 421, heavy.
Another feature that I worked out with this is that you can ask her anything.
United 2256, we'd request flight following to Monterey International.
So you can hear people umming and ahhing sort of thing because they're trying to engage what to say.
More envy in the sticky
West 4733, read back correct.
Pretty cool, right? That read back correct is AI. You're talking to AI with it. It's actually pretty cool. And far less stressful than using FlightSim. Anyway, we need to request our clearance, so let's go for that. God, no, I didn't press anything. Don't do it to me because I didn't press anything. Thank you. Air Shuttle 25. No, that's not 25, is it? Air Shuttle. Hang on. Why did it come up with 25? 6275 is what we're on.
Air Shuttle 25, reading you loud and clear.
Yeah, I know you do because that's fine. Air Shuttle 6275 requesting IFR clearance to St. Louis. Should have picked an easier call sign.
Air Shuttle 25, cleared to St. Louis via the Indy 8 departure.
What?
Then as filed. Climb and maintain 4000. Expect flight level 330 10 minutes after departure. Departure on 119.7 squawk 3151.
Okay, they've totally got the call sign wrong. I have definitely put it in there properly.
491. We would like to use the gusty transition on departure.
United 491, read back correct.
Requesting clearance to General Marino Escobedo International.
Alaska
Okay.
904. It looks like you've already got an open flight plan. Press the new flight button to close it out and start fresh.
Oh, I know why. Does it need to be? I will leave it as that. That's fine. All right, let's read it back. Air Shuttle 6275 cleared to St. Louis via the Indy 8 departure. Climb and maintain 4000. Expect flight level 330 10 minutes after departure. Squawk 3151. Air Shuttle 6275. I really need to remember the call sign.
Air Shuttle 25, read back correct.
It's not
Contact
25.
ground on
We'll stick with 25. It's not our call sign. And that's why we're getting confused. Contact ground on 119.95 when ready. Air Shuttle 6275. Maybe I've got to just sort of, I don't know, enunciate it better. Who knows? Right. Anyway. I'm still getting gripped. It does. It makes me laugh. I think it's fantastic. It does make me chuckle. Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Mesa Airlines Flight 6275, flying from Houston to St. Louis. Now, as you find your seats, please remember to stow your hand luggage in the overhead bins or under the seats in front of you. If you need any help, just give us a shout. We're here to assist you, unlike our captain, who seems to think flying is just a game of guess where the clouds are. So take your seats and let us get this show on the road.
Janet, it's an empty aeroplane. Right, let's let's go for ground. Let's request push and start. Here we go. Houston ground, good afternoon. Air Shuttle 6275 requesting push and start.
Air Shuttle 25, push to start approved, tail east.
Oh, why is it 25? I might need to change that. Let me change that quickly. Okay, identity. Maybe that might work. Right, let's try that. Push to start approved. Tail to the east. Air shuttle 6275. Maybe that will work. Oh, we can't do that, can we? Okay, right, never mind. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, I have so much fun with this. It fills me with so much joy. Right, let's just got to select the speed here. Let's go up to 215 because we'll set the flaps for takeoff. Right, let's. I say do the push, but we can't do the push. Can we?
American 1315, taxi to the gate, please.
Can we do the push?
American 1315, Houston ground taxi to gate via Bravo Charlie, hold short of taxiway Alpha.
No, we cannot. So we have to start up the engines and then push back ourselves.
Taxi to gate via Bravo Charlie.
Let's go for it.
Short taxiway Alpha.
Fuel's on. We have to start the engines at the gate.
Ground less than 3621, ready to taxi.
Here we go then. Let's go. So yeah, let me know what you think of the program. I think the program's quite funny. It does. It makes me laugh. But I think it's great fun. I've been mucking about with it for a good few days, and it has brought me immense joy. Right, so engine 2 starting. We're doing the unorthodox pushback for this evening. Let's have a look. Right on a post-it note. I know, it's crazy. It's because it proper like throws me off when it's telling me it's like Air Shuttle 25. I'm like, no, it's 6275. So now I've had to put it as 6275, hoping it remembers it. But it's great fun. There's so many like different voices you can pick from, and it's good fun. It's good fun to use if you don't want to, like, let's say, the stresses and strains of using FlightSim. First time properly like using it on stream too, so just trying to get to grips with it, but otherwise it like I say, it fills me with so much humour. It's great fun. Janet, can you make sure the doors are armed even though we've got nobody on board this evening?
Okay, Captain. I'll make sure the doors are armed, even if it's just us and the ghosts of flights past on board.
That fills me with confidence. Ghosts of flights past. That doesn't fill me with confidence whatsoever. Right, anyway. Don't need to turn anything else on, so I think we're alright. And engine, yeah, engine 1 is fine. APU off. Wilson says I will be the ghost for the flight. There you go, you're exactly what Janet was talking about. Parking brake off. Here we go then. So how are we going to aim this? So essentially our takeoff runway is down the bottom there, I think. Am I right? I am right. Okay, so we need to push and... okay, that's fine. Here we go. So spooling the engines for reverse, there you go. We'll just slow that... Janet is full of confidence. Yeah, I know. I told Janet to be on her best behaviour, knowing that we're going to be on YouTube this evening. I don't think she got the call. Luckily for us, there's nothing at the gate there, so we can just do a quick turn. And then what we'll do is we'll leave it there. That's been out of protocol since the 1970s, but we've brought it back for one night and one night only. Let's put the parking brake on. Get the taxi light on. Ready to go, and then we can request a taxi. There's Emma. She doesn't have a voice yet. We can assign one to her, but I won't do that tonight. I don't want to give myself too much to do. Otherwise, we're pretty much good to go. So what we need to do is we need to contact ground, which we'll do by... Oh no, we've already got contact ground, that's fine. Houston Ground Air Shuttle 6275 requesting a taxi to the active. Nearly threw me off again then.
Air Shuttle 6275, taxi to runway 33 right via Romeo Bravo, Romeo Alpha, Whiskey Golf, Whiskey Alpha, Whiskey November. Contact tower on 120.725 when ready for departure.
It picked it up. I'm actually quite happy about that. Taxi to runway 33 right via Romeo Bravo, Romeo Alpha, Whiskey Golf, Whiskey Alpha, Whiskey November. Air Shuttle 6275. Did it do it? It did indeed. Happy days. Right, we got our taxi clearance. Let's take a park brake off and let's get moving. Oh, it's so much fun. Right, here we go. Let's taxi ourselves out to runway 33 right for departure. Out of a sunny Houston today. There's a lot of whiskies might be drunk for takeoff, says Carl. I'm having so much fun with this. Great deal of fun. Right, anyway, let's go. Janet, even though no one's on board, do you want to do the board, the safety procedures, just to kind of, you know, fill in the people that are watching us live on YouTube right now?
Oh, Captain, I suppose we can do the safety procedures for the imaginary passengers watching us on YouTube. Let's give them a show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Mesa Airlines Flight 6275, or as I like to call it, the Captain Tom's Solo Adventure. Now, in case of an emergency, please remember that the nearest exit might be behind you, and if you see Captain Tom trying to fly, just hold on tight. We're cruising at 33,000 feet, which is about 10,000 feet higher than Tom's confidence level. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight, or at least pretend to while we wait for the snacks.
It's not quite the... hang on. Janet, we need the safety demo. The safety demo, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Mesa Airlines.
She might do it this time.
6275, where the only thing more inflated than our safety procedures is Captain Tom's ego. In the unlikely event of a water landing, your seat cushion can be used as a flotation device, but let's be honest, if that happens, we're all going to need more than a cushion. Please take a moment to locate your nearest exit, which may be behind you, or in front of you, or possibly just a figment of your imagination. If you look out the window and see Captain Tom trying to land, just hold on tight. Now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight, or at least pretend to while we wait for the snacks.
Thanks, Janet. You've done a terrific job there. Everyone's loving the safety demo.
Oh, Captain Tom, you flatter me. But let's be honest, the real star of the show is your ability to fly this plane without crashing it into a mountain. That's the real safety demo.
Oh dear, never mind. I try and be nice. This is what I get when I try and be nice. Anyway, let's carry on then. We're not going to take this first left turn. We're going to take the second left turn. I feel like Janet might be a bit of a handful this evening, but never mind. Jim says, imaginary passengers, are they the imaginary viewers? You know, well, plane's full of them, so they must be there somewhere. So yes, the program that we've got here, we can use. I can assign buttons to a tour guide. So if you wanted to know a little bit of the history of, let's say, Houston, I could assign a button for a tour guide person to just give us a brief rundown of what Houston's like, I guess. I can assign a button for co-pilot. Excuse me, co-pilot. What's the other things as well? There's a couple of us. Oh god, Sky Operations. Don't know what that is though. So yeah, I mean, there's plenty you can get from this, and like I said, there are plenty of different voices that you can get out of the sim as well. But it's pretty good. Yeah, again, like you see me just giggling away to myself, just I'm getting roasted on stream. So it's good fun. You've also got like two variations of the cabin crew. You've got the funny ones, so you can have like your sort of comedic sort of roasting characters, or you can have like your professional characters as well. And like I said to you earlier, there is a you can. I've already said to her. I did it as a test. I was like, if the YouTube viewers were to ask you a question, would you be able to answer them? And I ran it as a test, and I just used the name, and I said, oh, so-and-so said, and she answered the question. So feel free throughout the flight, within reason, you can ask Janet a question, as long as it's sensible. As long as it's sensible, you might get an answer. It's a fun little feature. It's a fun little feature that I was like, I'm quite happy about. There's also so much happening, so I've got to remember about the ATC side of things too. So we've got basically at the moment what we've got the settings on is we can listen to other people that are using this within the area or within the radar contact sort of thing. You can listen to people globally. So not necessarily here at Houston, they can be pretty much anywhere in the world, contacting wherever they are in the world as well, just so you can get a bit more sort of ATC chatter. And you can also throw in some, you can also, what's the other thing as well? Canned, so it's like AI generated ATC chatter basically that doesn't really represent everything. But you know, it's good. It's great fun. Honestly, I've had so much fun with this over the weekend. It's such good fun. I was like, yeah, bringing it to the streams. You got to do it. All right, let's do this. Hang on, Janet. We're sort of coming up to takeoff, but one of our YouTube viewers, his name is Jim, wants to ask you a question. Do you mind answering it for us?
I don't mind answering Jim's question at all. Just tell him to keep it simple, eh? No one wants to hear about your flying skills, trust me.
It's not about my flying skills, but thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, while we're preparing for takeoff, it seems one of our YouTube viewers, Jim, has a question for me. So, if you see me looking a bit puzzled, it's just me trying to figure out how to explain to him why Captain Tom thinks flying is like riding a bike. Except the bike is on fire and the road is made of clouds. Anyway, sit tight and we'll be in the air soon.
Fuck's sake. Janet. We haven't even got off the ground yet. What's the matter with you? Right, Janet, very quickly, here's the question that Jim, our YouTube viewer, wants to ask you. He says, will Wayne ever drive a train without flipping it?
Oh, Captain, that's a brilliant question from Jim. I think Wayne might need a few more driving lessons before he tackles a train, eh? Maybe he should stick to something a bit less, flippable for now. Ladies and gentlemen, while we're waiting for the last few passengers to board, I just wanted to address a burning question from our YouTube viewer, Jim. He asked if Wayne will ever drive a train without flipping it. Well, Jim, I think Wayne might need a few more lessons before he tackles anything that requires a steering wheel, eh? Let's just say, if he was flying this plane, we'd be in for a bumpy ride. So sit tight and let's hope for a smooth flight.
Oh, fantastic. Oh, I love it. That is so funny. Oh, I got a feeling Janet is going to become a channel favourite. Oh dear. And Wayne's not even here to get roasted. Oh, what a shame. Oh, that's fantastic. Right, looks like we've got something stuck on the runway, so we might need to just do our thing here and run it over, which we might need to do. Oh dear. Janet, you do crack me up. You've got the YouTube viewers laughing their backsides off, but it is time to take seats because we're about to take off.
Okay, Captain, I'll let the crew know to take their seats. Just remember, if you crash this plane, I'm blaming it on your flying skills.
Thanks, Janet.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your friendly flight attendant, Janet. We're about to take off, so please take your seats and buckle up. And remember, if Captain Tom tries to pull any funny business in the cockpit, just hold on tight. Let's hope he remembers which way is up.
Oh, I'll tell you what. Very good. All right, let's. I'm going to just overtake this. This airplane's like bugging out, I think, so we'll go for it. Houston Tower, good evening. Air Shuttle 6275 ready at the holding point for takeoff on runway 33 right.
Air Shuttle 6275, you're
Bastard.
on ground frequency, contact tower on
I thought I changed it.
725 when ready for departure.
My apologies. I thought I changed the frequency. Air Shuttle 6275. I've had no faults for this, and I bring it to the stream and I'm not doing it right.
Air Shuttle 6275, no problem. Contact tower on 120.725 when ready for departure.
Right, let's go again. Houston Tower, good afternoon. Air Shuttle 6275 ready at runway 33 right for departure. Wayne getting roasted, man.
Air Shuttle 6275, you're on ground frequency, contact tower on 120.725 when ready for departure.
I've clicked it. Oh, that's right. Let's check in with Tower. Houston Tower, Air Shuttle 6275, just checking in. Oh, what's this then? What's going on here? Something's not right. What's going on here?
Tower, United 2368, ready for takeoff.
United 2368. Could you please clarify your request?
United 2368, ready for takeoff.
Right, hang on. So why? So right, interestingly, it's not changing. Why is it not changing now? Okay, I'll tell you what. Let's try something else. Hang on. No, Tower's not having a meltdown. I think the app's having a bit of a meltdown here because it's not changing.
522 request taxi to the gate.
American 22 Houston ground taxi to the gate.
Yeah, it's not changing. It's not changing the frequency. Let me see if I can reload the app. Hang on, 2 seconds. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. See, it's interesting. So I wonder if it's because we're flying the Embraer, but we're only clocking onto ground at the moment. We can't seem to. Oh, there we go. We got it. Alright, let's try again. Houston Tower, good afternoon. Air Shuttle 6275, ready for departure at runway 33 right. Should now have it.
Air Shuttle 6275, Houston Tower, runway 33 right, winds 345 at 16, gusting 22, cleared for takeoff.
There we go. We're just going to forget that United is there. Clear takeoff, Air Shuttle 6275. Now he's moving, so we're going to line up behind it. Nothing around us, so that's fine. Temperamental, but it's... Oh, I'll tell you what, I'm having so much fun. Dom, evening to you. Hope you're doing well. You missed our friendly cabin crew, Janet, roasting the crap.
The cabin is ready for departure, Captain.
Thank you, Janet.
Welcome aboard this flight, everyone. I'm Janet, your lead flight attendant, and I assure you, this is the safest place you could be, unless you happen to be on the ground, which is a bit safer, eh?
Blue Max
We're
2
flying
Bravo
today
Golf,
with
contact
Captain Tom
departure.
Whittle, who, has a unique talent for finding clouds, even when we're not supposed
Blue
to.
Max 2 Bravo Golf, contact
Our
departure
first
DM.
officer is here to make sure we don't end up in a tree. Now, let me introduce my fabulous crew. There's Toby, who believes every flight is a chance to practice his stand-up routine. Sarah, who thinks the emergency exits are just suggestions. Mike, who once tried to use a life vest as a flotation device in a kiddie pool. And Emily, who is convinced that turbulence is just the plane's way of dancing. Now, about your safety. Please ensure your seatbelts are fastened low and tight.
I'm fairly certain I asked about this earlier, but okay.
From a relative you did not want to see.
Here we go. She's giving a safety briefing while sitting down. Here we go. Taking off. Let's go to St. Louis. Here we go. 50% and toga that bitch.
Which is a bit like trying to breathe while someone is telling you a boring story. We have 2 emergency exits at the front and 2 at the back. And if you need to get out, just follow the lights. Or, you know, the panicking people. And if we end up in water, your life vest is under your seat. Just pull it out, put it over your head, and inflate it by pulling the red tab. If you don't know how to swim, just remember, flailing is a valid technique. So sit back, relax, and let us hope Captain Tom does not take us on a scenic tour of the sky.
Thanks, Janet.
Oh, no problem at all, Captain. Just remember, if you see a cloud, it's not a sign of trouble. It's just a fluffy friend. Dear passengers, this is your lead flight attendant, Janet, speaking. We're currently on our way to a place where the clouds are just as confused as our captain. So sit back, relax, and if you see any clouds, just remember, they're not the ones flying the plane.
Thanks, Janet. Appreciate that. Right, decent takeoff out of St. Louis.
5 Sierra Bravo. Contact departure on 119.7.
So every other ATC thing that you're hearing
5
is
Sierra Bravo, welcome to Houston. Contact ground on 119.905.
is other people using this program. And the other thing I've got to look at is squawking, because I don't know where to do that on the Embraer. So that might be an issue. At some point they'll tell us to contact departure, but that gives me a bit of time to just not St. Louis, my bad, thanks Jim, wasn't St. Louis, departure out of Houston, thank you. Sorry. Oh dear, never mind. But here's our beautiful Embraer. Ignore the fact the screen went black there, I don't know if it did for you. Maybe a little bit. Funky winglets. Systems? Nope. Anti-ice. Nope. Plan? Nope. Map. TCAS.
Giant 1574, Houston Tower. Say again your last transmission.
Houston Tower, Giant 1574, checking in.
Not entirely sure how you squawk.
Giant 1574.
I just wonder if that's why we've not been given the.
Giant 1574, go ahead with your request.
Sometimes you might need to just nudge it, I think. Because normally we should. Houston Tower, Air Shuttle 6275, requesting change to departure, please.
Air Shuttle 6275, request approved. State your new departure request.
No. Houston Tower, we'd like to go to Houston departure, please. Air Shuttle 6275.
Air Shuttle 6275, contact Houston departure for further instruction.
Contact Houston departure, Air Shuttle 6275. Sometimes, like I say, you just need to give it a little nudge. I wonder if it's. I think it's because we're flying the Embraer, and I can't think how we do the whole squawky squawks. But that's fine. Doesn't matter. We'll go to departure. Should go on. It does indeed. Houston departure, good evening. Air Shuttle 6275 with you at 4,000 feet.
Air Shuttle 6275, Houston departure, good afternoon. Say your request or intentions.
Hey? Oh, we got to request it again. Oh crap. Houston departure. Air Shuttle 6275 requesting IFR clearance to St. Louis. It's because I pressed. We had to start a new flight, so that's why it's not triggered. So we've got to request it again. And then it should then give. That's why I didn't do it, because I pressed the restart, basically. Should then give us IFR clearance. Yeah.
Air Shuttle 6275 cleared to St. Louis, direct rank. Then is filed, squawk 3255 and ident.
Cleared St. Louis, direct rank. Squawk 3255, Air Shuttle 6275. Don't know how to squawk though. So I've got to try and squawk it here, but I don't know how. How to squawk on this aeroplane. We should probably try and actually get up a little further at the moment. Can you even squawk on this aeroplane? Oh yes, we can. Got it. 3255. Yeah.
Air Shuttle 6275, radar contact.
Got it.
6 miles west of Whiskey Branch Airport at 4,000 feet. Heading 014, Cleveland altimeter 30.33, cleared direct rank.
American 425.
There we go. So we've got it. It's
Center on
worked. Okay, it's fine.
127.85.
You got to learn these things. Let's get the flaps up.
785 for American 425. So on.
Air Shuttle 6275, 6 miles west of Whiskey Branch Airport at 4,000 feet.
United 2368, Houston departure radar contact. Continue climb via Indy 8.
Air Shuttle 6275, radar contact confirmed. Maintain 4,000 feet, cleared direct rank.
Cleared direct rank. Can we get a new flight level, please? Air Shuttle 6275. I feel like we're a little low at the moment. We need to be a bit higher.
Air Shuttle 6275,
There we go.
climb and maintain flight level 210.
Climb and maintain flight level 210, Air Shuttle 6275. There we go, got there in the end. I've never had to do it on the Embraer. It's easy on the other aircraft. Alright, flight level 210, here we go. Finally can climb, now that we've worked it out. Well done everyone, we got there in the end. Right, 1,500 feet is what we're going to go for. In fact, no we're not, we're going to go that. We're going to get this airspeed. We're going to actually get the airspeed going more. So on 225 at the moment with the aircraft just climbing. Jim knew that Houston was going to give us that response.
United 1643 is with you at 5,400, climbing to 7.
Right, here we go. Let's continue the climb.
United 1643, Houston approach. I'm not seeing your
Ah, it's good fun. It's great fun. I love it. I think it's fantastic. It's a great addition to the flight sim, honestly.
United 1643, Houston approach.
So there we go. The climb
flight
begins.
level 110.
Well, 110. Low speed.
Gemma, it's great fun. Yeah, it's good fun. Oh, I might need to lower the nose so we can get the speed up. There we go. Janet, my apologies. I couldn't work out how to change the squawk on the aeroplane. We are now climbing, so fear not, we're not sticking at 4,000 feet.
Oh, Captain, no worries. Just remember, if you get lost, just follow the clouds. They're usually just as confused as you are.
Janet, we're in Houston. There is no clouds.
This is your lead flight attendant, Janet, speaking. We are currently climbing to our cruising altitude of 33,000 feet, which is much better than the 4,000 feet we were at, eh? I mean, who wants to be that close to the ground anyway? Just keep your seatbelts fastened, and if you see Captain Tom looking a bit lost, don't worry. It is just his natural state. Enjoy the flight.
Thanks, Janet.
Dear passengers, this is your lead flight attendant, Janet, speaking. We are currently flying over Houston, where the weather is as clear as Captain Tom's sense of direction, absolutely non-existent. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the view. Or
Bloody
whatever
hell.
it is you enjoy doing that doesn't involve asking the captain for directions.
Air Shuttle 6275, contact Houston Center on 132.775.
Jesus Christ. Contact Houston Center on 132.775. Air Shuttle 6275. Wilson says, can you ask Janet if she likes Alabama? Sure, I would do that. Janet, we have another question coming in from one of our live YouTube viewers. His name is Wilson. Will you be able to answer his question?
Oh, Captain, just tell Wilson that if he wants to know how to fly, he should probably ask someone else. But I'm here for the entertainment, not the flying lessons.
Janet, Wilson asks, do you like Alabama?
Oh, Captain, Alabama. Well, I suppose it's a lovely place if you enjoy humidity and football. But let's be honest, it's not exactly known for its flying skills, is it? Just like you, eh?
Oh, fucking hell. Wilson
Ladies and
appreciates you
gentlemen,
answering the question.
This is your lead flight attendant, Janet, speaking. We're currently cruising at 33,000 feet,
No, we're
which
not.
is much better than the 4,000 feet we were at earlier, eh? And just a reminder, if you see Captain Tom looking a bit lost, don't worry. It is just his natural state. Enjoy the flight.
Janet, we're not.
Oh, Captain, I'm just here to make sure Wilson knows that Alabama is a lovely place for a vacation. But maybe not for flying lessons, eh? Dear passengers, thank you for your questions. Just a reminder, if you see Captain Tom looking a bit lost, it is just his
Houston
natural
Center, are there any
state.
reports of
Enjoy the
turbulence in my
flight.
flight path?
Oh, it's great fun. Right, hang on. Houston Center, good afternoon. Air Shuttle 6275 with you. Flight level 130, climbing to 210.
Air Shuttle 6275, Houston Center, good afternoon. Livingston altimeter 30.33.
They also gave us an instruction to climb, and I may have interrupted them. I feel a bit bad. Air Shuttle 6275 here, Houston Center. We heard that you gave us a climb and maintain instruction of flight level 300. Could you repeat that for us, please? So much fun. Right, whilst it figures out what to do. It's very clever, I must admit. It is very, very clever. In fact, we might need to just clear it with them. Climb and maintain flight level 300, Air Shuttle 6275. just clear it with them because they're not recognising what I'm saying.
003. Descend and maintain 1,000 feet.
So we'll climb and maintain to 300.
2886 Houston Center, good afternoon.
But yeah, let me know what you think. I think this is great fun. I really do. I think this would be a fantastic addition to the flight sim.
6275, climb and maintain flight level 330.
Climb and maintain flight level 330, Air Shuttle 6275. Oh, this is great fun. Dom says she's a bit of a repetitive character. Some parts of it are a bit repetitive. That can't be helped. YNL says hello. Hey all, hello to you. Hope you're doing well. Darren Graham coming in with a gifted membership as well. Going to Kai Brooks. Darren, thank you for your support there. Gemma says it definitely adds that bit extra to the stream. I think it'd be great fun. There are multiple characters that you can choose as well, not just Janet. I have one in particular for when we fly with low-cost airlines as well, so we'll show that off at some point. So don't forget, down below in the ticker that's moving across the screen is the schedule for the rest of the week. I figured nobody looks at Facebook anymore, so why not just put the schedule on stream so everyone can see it? And plus, yeah, not everyone looks at the Facebook page because not everyone's part of the Facebook page. So why not just chuck it on screen and just have it running so people can see what we're doing?
9960, flight level 360.
So yeah, so that's why we've got the ticker running down there. It will constantly update every week.
9846, we'll climb and maintain flight level 370.
I'll tell you what's really funny with this program as well. So the other thing that's quite funny with this program, I've got no views or anything. That's fine. One thing that's really funny I noticed over the weekend, because you're basically talking to AI, right? There are some people that can't be understood. I heard this over the weekend. When was this? Saturday. I heard it for the first time when I was using it for the first time. And one guy was getting so frustrated with it. He was getting so frustrated with it. It was so funny. But you got to be like careful. So, for example, at the moment, if I have a look, anything that I talk to in terms of ATC is being shared. So I have to be very careful, because if I say anything that's awkward or not professional and not family friendly, my account on this program can be banned. It can be banned unless I take the sharing off, but it can still be banned because of whatever, right? So I've got to be careful. So I've got to take it to extreme. Talking to ATC, that's how I've got to do it. Talking to the cabin crew, not an issue. So the cabin crew's fine. It's the ATC side, because nobody else hears the chat with the intercom. It's more if you're broadcasting over the ATC, you can't just squawk 7500 because you've got a bomb threat on board. You can't do that. You're not allowed to simulate it, otherwise your account gets banned.
In Houston Center, American 2450, passing flight level 211 for 270.
But it's a great little learning curve if you don't want to dive into the world of
Climb
VATSIM.
and maintain flight level 310.
We've seen how interesting VATSIM can get with people not listening and everything else. So this helps. And like I say, it's a nice little addition to the simulator as well. So it's like using VATSIM, but not, if that makes sense. Oh, Jim, could you imagine? I mean, it's not available for the Xbox, so fair enough. Could you imagine? Janet, what do you think of the Jills? Up the Jills. Oh dear. Carl says, can you ask Janet when the drinks trolley is coming around? I can indeed. Let me ask her. Janet, one of our viewers, Carl Crawford, is asking when the drinks trolley is going to be coming around because he's getting a little bit thirsty at the moment.
Oh, Captain, tell Carl that the drinks trolley will be rolling around shortly, just as soon as we figure out how to keep you from getting lost in the clouds.
Thanks, Janet. Hopefully that answers your question, Carl. Just hang on in there for a little bit longer.
Houston Center United 330 climbing through.
Now, I have told her that as much as she questions my flying skills, there are worse ones out there.
United 330 contact Fort Worth Center on 126.275.
And I have told her that I will show her one day. So.
Over to Fort Worth Center on 26.475. Excuse me, 26.275 United 330.
But as per rolling schedule, you will see right now on your screens something's coming back for a little bit of an anniversary. I mean, we're about a month off, but there it is. Dublin long stay car park makes its return without going into Dublin's long stay car park. But rolling onto your screens now, you'll see what's happening tomorrow. We're on board LATAM Airbus A321. We're going from Santiago in Chile over to Buenos Aires in Argentina. Should be a lovely little flight, that one. Carl says Dublin return flight. Will Janet be the crew on that flight? I mean, if you wanted to be crew on it, absolutely. By the way, we do have a professional cabin crew called Emma. She is part of it. I'll give you a rundown of the names of the cabin crew that we can have with us. So we can have, depending on, again, it's all like country based as well. Dom says, please tell me this AI has an Irish accent option. Oh, now I forgot about this. Yes, it does. It does. I won't show you.
Houston Center, Gulfstream, November 60 Foxtrot, checking in. Climbing
I won't show you, but I listened to it the other day. It's very good. It's very, very good. So I might use that instead. I might give Janet the day off, and I might bring on this Irish person. I know who this person is because I follow them. It's a real person, and their voice has been turned into AI. That's all I'm going to tell you. So we do have Emma. She is a professional cabin crew. None of this blah 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 hilarity, should we call it? We have. I'll give you the names of the people we've got. So we got Astrid Hansen, who's professional. Alejandro, who's professional. Get obviously your male and female cabin crew. Caroline from England, she is professional. Deshaun Williams, who is professional. Dimitrios Vasilakis, who is professional.
Air Shuttle 6275, contact Fort Worth Center on 126.275.
That is me. We also got names of Lisa, we got Hiroshi from Tokyo, Lisa from Chicago, Mara from Germany, some Chinese cabin crew as well. Loads to go through, so there's loads of options to come up with, but we'll get to that as and when we can, and choose the appropriate flight. But we'll definitely do the Irish one for the Irish flight, and some of you might recognise the voice. Contact Fort Worth Centre on 126.275, Air Shuttle 6275. Yeah, I totally forgot about the Irish one. So we'll use that for sure. Fort Worth Centre. Air Shuttle 6275 with you, flight level 330.
Air Shuttle 6275, Fort Worth Center, good afternoon.
You sounded very happy. If you're enjoying the stream so far and enjoying the new little feature, chuck us a like on the stream. It does help out the channel. It's we've had a great start to the year.
Dear passengers, we are now cruising along nicely, which is a relief because I was starting to think Captain Tom might have mistaken this flight for a roller coaster. We'll be starting our snack and drink service shortly, featuring some delightful treats that are almost as good as the view outside, like our famous pretzels and a selection of beverages that will surely quench your thirst. Onless, your Captain Tom, who seems to be perpetually parched. After our service, we'll also be showcasing some lovely articles from the Mesa Airlines shop, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Enjoy the flight, and remember, if you see any clouds, just pretend they're not there, like Captain Tom does with his navigation skills.
Thanks, Janet. So there you go, Carl. She's now going to be running around with pretzels and plenty of beverages for you to tuck into. Excuse me. Also then, like I said, running through across the screen right now is the rest of the schedule. So Thursday we're on the DHL A300 Rome to Leipzig. Friday, of course, is FlightSim Fridays. Doing our Frankfurt Friday stream.
I'll let you know if I need to descend anytime sooner than 20 minutes. Southwest 2954.
Saturday, of course, at the moment one stream, but there will be another one. I will change to another one because we start at 1 o'clock. Avro RJ for Aer Lingus, Dublin to London City, back to Dublin. And then Sunday, Wayne is with you with either trains or something else from 7 o'clock. Always good to keep an eye on the ticker below, just in case anything changes. I figured, and Dom obviously agrees because it's a lot better, because everyone's watching, so it might just be easier to just have it on the screen. Tell me if that's a good thing for you, because you can just work out what's happening tomorrow, etc. And of course then the rest of the week. Lee says, is there going to be Guinness on the Dublin flight? There might be. There might be. Good idea. Cool. Like it. Like it. That's what I like to hear. So, we are 54 minutes away from St. Louis, where the weather is atrocious. Yes, it's not good. I didn't pick a good day to fly to St. Louis. So, if you thought that Houston was lovely and sunny and clear and whatever else, it's not anything like that at St. Louis at all. So I've picked a great time to I picked a great time to go though.
IHOP 1720 Papa, heading 002, cleared for our NAV 5 approach.
It's currently -3.
Papa contact Shreveport approach.
The airport apparently was also closed, or lots of cancellations as well. I'm assuming that's snow related. But it's overcast at 1,900 feet. 12 knots of wind to deal with as well. It's not looking great. It's not looking great at all. But should be an interesting landing. Yes, should be interesting. So yeah, so feel free if anyone wants to ask Janet, because it is an empty plane. If anyone wants to ask her anything, again, within reason. I don't know how far I can take it, and I will not ask her out for a coffee for you. Just going to put that out there. If you want to ask her out yourself, you do it yourself. Like, I'm not going to be the middleman. Jim says I'm drinking Guinness at the moment, 0% though. Well, it's Monday. You gotta treat yourself to 0% before the weekend. But yeah, landing should be a little bit on the interesting side, to say the very least. Hopefully at some point I'll key up a keyboard key thing. I'll get a key set up for co-pilots as well, so we can talk to co-pilots as well. In fact, who can we talk to? That reminds me. Controls. Right, what have we got? Intercom. So we can talk to a tour guide, a mentor who can teach us to fly. There'll be a few people that might need that. Cabin crew, co-pilot, or SkyOps. I don't know about SkyOps. I don't know what SkyOps is. So I'm not going to touch that while we're in flight, just because that might screw a few things up. And I don't want to do that right now. Looking nice though. So there are people that slag this aircraft off because it's still in like the early access. But I love it. SkyOps be the sky police. Whoop whoop. That's the sound of the police. Or is it whoop, whoop? That's the sound of Sky Police. Something like that. Actually, Carl was asking about beverages, wasn't he? Carl was asking about drinks trolley. Hang on. Janet, what drinks are available on the drinks trolley? Carl is interested. Carl is our YouTube viewer.
Oh, Captain, the drinks trolley is stocked with a selection of beverages that are almost as refreshing as a cool breeze on a hot day. We've got water, soda, and a few other delights that might just make you forget about your questionable flying skills for a moment.
Bloody hell. Is there any alcohol on board, Janet, or no?
Just a quick note for our YouTube viewer, Carl. On the drinks trolley, we have water, soda, and some delightful beverages that might just make you feel like you're flying high, even if our captain is still figuring out how to navigate. So keep your eyes peeled for the trolley, and remember, hydration is key, unless you're Captain Tom, who seems to be perpetually parched. Oh, Captain, we do have some alcohol on board. Just enough to make you forget about your questionable flying skills.
There you go. Don't say I don't treat you. We've got booze on board, ladies and gentlemen. So you'll hear two variations. You'll hear a loud version of her responding, and then you'll hear a slightly lower response. It's like she's responding to me to then talk to the passengers. That's why it might be a little bit repetitive in regards of like hearing the same thing twice. So she's talking to me, and then she'll then talk to the passengers, which is what she did then when she was talking about like a message to Carl, even though she'd already answered the question. So it's a bit like me telling her about, tell her, I've just had an idea pop into me, but I won't do it. It's like me saying to her about making sure that passengers are all right and everything else. Give them a safety briefing, etc. And then she'll tell me, yeah, that's fine. I'll do the safety briefing. Blah 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 blah. And then she'll go off and do her own thing. And it's two different tones, so that's why it sounds different each time. Just a small reminder sort of thing. Not that you probably need it. But at some point I've got to go through all the voices to see what they're like. So tomorrow we might, again, Janet might not be with us tomorrow. I don't know who we're going to have with us tomorrow. Well, it's going to be somebody from South America. So I'm thinking we might end up having Alejandro with us, who's professional. So we will see. Alejandro might be on board tomorrow. And then I've got someone that's with me for the low cost stuff. So like your EasyJets, your Ryanairs, Spirits, the lot. So it should be a fun week of streams. I will come up with something else for Saturday as well. I'm not sure yet. I'm unsure as to what to do, but I'm thinking, and that's all that matters. I'm thinking about it. Any on the AI for private jet flights? Funny you should say that. Gemma, that is a very good point actually. Still could do that. Maybe not a return, because I've already would have done a return. So I don't know. We'll see. I might do one, but we'll see. Yeah, Carl. Funny you should say that, because Emma is the small jets, so private jets, cabin crew or whatever you want to call them for private jets. I imagine it's cabin crew.
Fort Worth Center, Lumen 77. Good morning, flight level 390.
Oh, good morning. Yeah, her name is Emma.
Good morning.
So yeah, if we do any private jets, Emma is the one to turn to. But yeah, if you've got the flight simulator, this program is called Say Intentions. I'm not going to hide it like it's a special sort of like I'm the only one that's got it sort of thing. It's called Say Intentions. You can subscribe to it for like, I think it's like it's about $19 a month on the premium, which gives you the cabin crew, or you can get the basic, which is just ATC. I've had it downloaded for a while, and I've had the demo. You can download the demo for 24 hours and see if you enjoy it or not. That's with the premium side of things, with the cabin crew, etc. See if you enjoy it, and if you do enjoy it, after 24 hours, that demo runs out. You have the option to either subscribe to it for each month, or you can pay for it for a year, like a yearly sort of thing. You pay the year's total sort of thing. I think it's great fun. I'm done about you. I know there are certain people that have been enjoying the
Air Shuttle 6275, contact Fort Worth Center on 128.2.
enjoying the It's just something different, isn't it? It's nice. You haven't got to listen to default ATC anymore. I think it's fantastic. Contact Fort Worth Centre on 128.2 Air Shuttle 6275. Emma does cover all bases, yes. No grumpy ATC either. Depends, but no, that's purely FlightSim. But we do have a grumpy cabin crew. He is Dutch, and his name's Peter. So maybe on a KLM flight or something, we'll give him a go. See what he's like. Fort Worth Centre, Air Shuttle 6275 with you, flight level 330.
Air Shuttle 6275, Fort Worth Center, good afternoon.
It's a nice little way to, like I say, build yourself up for FlightSim. Not that I don't think I would ever go to it, but it gives you an idea for what to say, what to do, and you have a little screen that obviously that's where I look at. And it gives you the conversation back, like the backup of the conversation. You auto-tune already by clicking the frequencies. You don't need to do too much. It's very user-friendly, and it's well worth a demo for anyone that's using the flight simulator. Because not everyone's going to be comfortable talking on FlightSim or whatever else, and I think people will just enjoy it. That's why I was like, let's bring it to the stream, see what happens. And go from there. And I think Janet will become a firm favourite. She'll become a firm favourite of the channel, I think. I can tell you that already. But there are plenty others that we got to get through. Nick Carl says Janet is brilliant. I'll tell her that. Hang on, I'll tell her that. Janet, just very quickly in our YouTube live stream chat, Carl Crawford says you are brilliant. So he's paying you a compliment. She might like that.
Oh, Captain. Tell Carl I appreciate the compliment. It's nice to know someone thinks I'm brilliant. Especially since you seem to be struggling with basic navigation.
Fort Worth Center, Aquila 1 with you, flight level 260.
There you go. Carl, you got yourself a new friend.
Fort Worth Center, good afternoon.
She appreciates the compliment. She appreciates the compliment. Even if she's roasting me at the same time.
Air Shuttle 6275, contact Memphis Center on 128.475.
Yeah, she can be harsh. I have got music playing in the background. Can that be heard? Or is it just like subtle? Like subtle's fine. But I just want to know if it can be heard. Maybe not. Maybe I've just been playing music for no reason then. Contact Memphis Center on 128.475 Air Shuttle 6275. So it'll give you basically, when they give you that frequency, you just click that frequency and it automatically goes to that frequency. So you haven't really got to do a great deal. Like you haven't got to like, you can auto-tune it on the actual aeroplane, but to make things a little bit easier, to make it like user-friendly, you can just click the number that they've given you. So I've clicked on my screen here like 128.475 and it's immediately tuned into it. I've not done anything else. It's great fun. Memphis Center. Let me try again. Let me try again. It's gonna pick it up in a minute. There it is.
Air Shuttle 6275, Memphis Center, good afternoon.
Oh dear.
Memphis
Center United 1219, flight level 360.
So that'll be recorded now. So
United 1219,
blah,
Memphis
blah.
Center, good afternoon.
Air Shuttle 6275, Memphis Center, good afternoon. Flight level 330. Even I've screwed that up. That's because I was reading the thing now.
10 Alpha Sierra, Memphis Center, contact Jonesboro Center on 122.3.
Air Shuttle 6275, good afternoon. Radar contact established at flight level 330. Continue as filed to St. Louis, runway 30 right.
There you go, that's what we're going in on today. Runway 30 right. Radar contact established, continuous filed, Air Shuttle 6275. Totally messed that bit up. Should have just said good afternoon and that was it. Yeah, very faint music is fine. I don't want it to be like stupidly loud. Because otherwise you won't be able to hear the ATC and shit like that. Can this AI be used on other games? No, it's only for the FlightSim sort of thing. So unfortunately, yeah, you can't use it for train sim. I have heard though there is something coming out like that for it. I'm sure I've heard something like that. Wayne might be able to give us the lowdown on that. Better. David says, evening Janet, has the chat scared you off yet? If not, give it time, it will. Evening to you David, hope you're doing well. No, Janet is having a she's having a wonderful time.
Heading 088, descend and maintain 3000, cleared RNAV runway 563 Echo. Vision Jet 63 Echo contact, Little Rock approach on 119.85.
But it is fantastic. I said it's a great little program. I've not really given it a chance until the weekend. And I'm super glad, super glad it did. And what it will do is as well is it will, depending on where you are in the world, it will give the accent. So for example, if you're flying around in Spain, the ATC will have a Spanish accent. If you're flying around in Italy, it will have an Italian accent. If you go into like the UK, like London, it will have like the UK, obviously the British accent or English accent. Ireland will be obviously the Irish accent. So it picks up where you are in the world and then throws in an AI voice for that part of the world. It's fantastic. It's a good little program. Will it have a Yorkshire accent if you fly from Leeds to Bradford? I don't know. That's the only thing I don't know, whether it does regional stuff. So if you're doing Glasgow to Stornoway, will she be drunk? No, she might do. She has said that there's alcohol being served on this flight.
Memphis Center, Comanche 610, Alpha Sierra 5000. Comanche 610, Alpha Sierra, Memphis Center, good evening. Marshal altimeter 3015.
Got dogfight going on between two planes.
Altimeter 3015, Comanche 0 Alpha Sierra.
Two airliners having a dogfight. Guarantee that's JetBlue and Spirit.
126.85.
It's a good little program though, I must admit. I sort of, it's weird. It's like you have moments with like a lull, maybe, of just like, oh, don't really want to do the flight sim. But now I've got this, I'm like, I kind of just want to play the flight sim, just to kind of have a little bit of fun with the app. But yes, if you missed it earlier, Janet totally obliterated Wayne with comments about, I think Jim asked the question of whether Wayne would be able to ever drive a train without flipping it, and Janet turned around and said, no. Oh, yeah, that was quite funny. So yeah, she's joined in with everybody else in roasting Wayne, which was just a chef's kiss moment. Beautiful stuff. Talking to a bloody potato there. Strange. Paul Hussey coming in with a gifted membership going to William. So Paul, thank you so much, and also good evening to you. Hope you are doing well. Yeah, I think this program's going to stick around with us for a while. I'm having I have way too much fun with this. What did I do yesterday? Did I do something yesterday? Yes, I did. I conducted the sort of one of my first proper flights with it. Where'd I go? Air India, Mumbai to Doha, and it was great fun. It was great fun. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. And like I said earlier, some people have trouble being understood on here. So I think it was a guy yesterday. I was just doing my own thing, like listening to some of the other bits and bobs from like around the world. And some guy was like, "No, I requested a flight level clearance. Why don't you understand that?" I'm like, you know, you're talking to AI, right? Oh, he proper lost his shit at it. It was so funny. Oh dear, so funny. So funny.
United 2368 Memphis Center. Good evening.
Memphis Center, Cirrus 1629 Hotel, level 8000.
Cirrus 1629 Hotel Memphis Center, Roger. Clarksville altimeter 2988.
Could have been a Jills fan. I'd ask her about Gillingham, but I'd be scared of the answer in case she turns around and doesn't have a problem with them. Then I'll be like, And plus, like, if she's a channel favourite already, I don't want that to be ruined. Basically, I don't want that ruined just yet, if ever. But yeah, if you missed it, go back to just before when we took off. Jim asked the question to Janet, and Wayne got totally annihilated. Oh dear, that is shameful when you're getting obliterated by AI. I'll ask the question. I'll see if she likes football in England. Janet, just out of curiosity, are you a fan of football or soccer, as you would call it, in England?
Oh, Captain, I must confess, I'm more of a fan of watching paint dry than football. But if it keeps you from getting lost in the clouds, I'm all for it.
You probably didn't hear that.
Yes, sir. I'd like to pick up an ISR.
She's not a fan of football.
2 in a rock, please.
She would much rather watch paint dry, she said.
1 Alpha Papa on departure.
That's fair enough.
VFR at or below 1500 feet. Departure on 128.475. MHEAD squawk 1525.
Mind you, I'd much rather watch paint dry if I was a Gillingham fan. So, I mean, swings and roundabouts, isn't it?
Air Shuttle 6275, expect the boost 3 arrival. Prepare to descend in roughly 20 minutes.
There you go. So that's just given us an expected descent time of 20 minutes. So in 20 minutes time, we'll be given a clearance to descend. Unless, of course, we want to descend earlier. So if we have a look at where we are at the moment. Okay, let's see if we can do Memphis Center. Expect the Bush 3 arrival. Can we prepare to descend in 15 minutes instead of 20 minutes, please? Hopefully you can change that up a bit. Oh dear. Memphis Center hasn't clocked on to what we've said. See if we can ask it again. Memphis Center, can we prepare to descend in 15 minutes instead of 20 minutes, please?
Air Shuttle 6275, descend and maintain your requested altitude in 15 minutes.
Descend and maintain our requested altitude in 15 minutes, Air Shuttle 6275. I don't even know what our requested altitude is.
Memphis Center, good morning.
Air Shuttle 6275, descend via Bush 3 for the ILS runway 30 right approach into St. Louis. Altimeter 30.27.
Yeah, we're not doing that yet, but that's fine. Descend via Bush 3 for the ILS runway 30 right approach into St. Louis in about 15 minutes, 15 minutes time. Air Shuttle 6275. David, I will ask that question. Okay, Memphis Center's fine with 15 minutes. That's not an issue. Alright, here we go. Janet, very quickly, one of our viewers, David Bone, would like to ask you a question. Would you mind answering it for us? She's gone quiet on us. Janet, one of our YouTube viewers, David Bone, has a question for you. Would you mind answering it?
Oh, Captain, tell David that I'm here to answer questions. But if he's asking about your flying skills, I might need to charge him for the therapy. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your lead flight attendant, Janet, speaking. We've got a question from our YouTube viewer, David. If you're wondering how to fly with Captain Tom, the answer is
National code, direct
sit
to
back, relax, and enjoy the flight.
descend and maintain 3,400
Oh my God.
Comanche 610 Alpha Sierra.
Comanche 0 Alpha Sierra. Contact Razorback, approach 112.646.
Right, hang on.
Razorback approach on
David would like to know, Janet, whether there would be turkey dinosaurs served on tonight's flight as part of the snacks. He is asking for a moderator. If you could answer that, that would be great. Dom, yes I did.
Oh, Captain, tell David that unfortunately, we don't serve turkey dinosaurs on this flight, but I hear they're great for keeping the captain's flying skills in check, just like a good snack should.
Can't go wrong with turkey dinosaurs. But no turkey dinosaurs on tonight's flight, unfortunately. So the weather, you can see, has taken a bit of a turn as we go down to, or we get ready for descent down to St. Louis. Running across your screen right now is the flight we're doing tomorrow. LATAM A321 from Santiago in Chile to Buenos Aires in Argentina. Same start time as tonight, 7:15. David says, shame there are no turkey dinosaurs on board tonight. No, but there is alcohol, so I mean it's close enough. Some would say it's the next best thing. So, the next thing we're going to try is see how good this ATC works with landing. It did well. It did well with the Air India flight I did yesterday, so fingers crossed. Should do all right tonight. I think we have to ask for a descent in our own discretion, sort of thing. But we are 23 minutes out from St. Louis, going in on runway 30 right, as expected, on the Bush 3 arrival. Tequila dinosaurs might be popular. Carl says, the alcohol is being drunk by Janet in the toilet. I'll tell you what, let's ask her the question, because if people have been drinking... Well, no, there's no passengers, is there? So we can't ask whether the toilets are blocked or anything else like that. Can't ask her that, there's no one there. We'll have to ask her when the flight's full. We'll have to ask her if the toilets are... the shitters are full. That was my idea from earlier, but I can't do that. So when we're ready to descend, we will contact Memphis Center and just let them know that we are ready for our descent, and then Janet will clue, or she'll get clued up with the fact that we are descending, and then she will make a little announcement to the rest of the crew that are on board. Basically, we don't have passengers because we just don't. We're flying empty tonight.
Going to maintain 6,000. Flying heading 150, and we'll expect the RNAV 5. 63 Echo.
Gemma says, well, with no passengers, she got to do something to pass the time. Well, she could answer your questions.
Maintain 5,000.
Still got some time to answer some questions before we touch down.
63 Echo.
Vision Jet 63 Echo contact. Razorback approach on 121.0.
I hope you've enjoyed her anyway. I hope you've enjoyed the addition of the program. I think it's going to be great fun. Long haul should be interesting with it. Long haul should be very interesting with the program. David says there aren't many FlightSim channels on YouTube where it's perfectly normal for the host to ask, "Hey Janet, are the shitters full?" This channel does fit that though. That's what it's all about. Carl says, "Is Janet confident in your upcoming landing?" Oh lord. Oh god. Okay. We'll ask and we'll see what she thinks. I think I'm gonna get roasted here, but we'll go for it. Janet, Carl in the chat on YouTube is asking whether you are confident I can land the plane at St. Louis safely, or do you think it's going to go wrong?
Oh, Captain, tell Carl that confidence is a tricky thing. I mean, I'm confident you'll land this plane eventually. Just remember, aim for the runway, not the trees.
FedEx507 Heavy Memphis Center, roger.
She's got confidence just as long as we hit the runway, not the trees. So, hopefully that answers your question. Hopefully it answers it anyway. Carl's having a right good giggle. I knew this would be fantastic. It's a good little addition. Right, we should request descent because I think we're pretty much getting there. 156 nautical miles out, so let's go for it. Memphis Center, Air Shuttle 6275, ready for descent.
Air Shuttle 6275. Descend and maintain 1,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 1,000 feet. Air Shuttle 6275. Let's go. So try and work this out here because I always tend to get this a bit wrong. Let's go for 1,100 feet a minute. See what happens there. Lewis is in the chat. Hello to you.
Dear passengers, this is your lead flight attendant.
Here she goes.
Speaking. We have now left our cruising altitude and are starting our approach
Viva
to
808, contact Memphis Center on 125.475.
Fasten those seatbelts like you mean it. And just a heads up, the lavatories are now off limits. So if you are planning on a last-minute visit, you might want to rethink that strategy. Remember, Captain Tom is at the controls, so let us make sure we're all securely seated for this part of the adventure.
There you go. You heard the lady. You heard the lady. She said, if you are planning a last-minute visit to the toilet, unlucky. Unlucky. Lewis saying, are you on VATSIM? No, not VATSIM. No. It's a beautiful little program that has brought us quite a bit of joy this evening, called Say Intentions. We've had Janet with us. She is our cabin crew for the evening. She's our cabin crew for the evening. She has absolutely roasted Wayne at the start of the stream, which was courtesy of Jim asking the question. If you want to hear it, scroll back to just before we take off. Just before we line up for takeoff, Jim asks Janet a question. It's great fun. Yeah, it's great fun. It's provided people with a lot of joy this evening, including myself. But I'm very glad it's gone down well. That's the main thing.
Memphis Center, Comanche 610 Alpha Sierra is with
Essentially, what we're doing is we're talking to AI. AI is guiding us in. Steady, steady. Guiding us in to land at the airport. Guiding us on the flight. Easy. We should probably get our speed down as well while we're here, so let's do that. Let's go to 270. Let's knock that back. Cool, happy days. Just on that. So yeah, weather's looking interesting when we get to St. Louis, as you can see. Carl says you said it. I know. That's why I corrected myself very quickly. I was like, not what I meant. There's still some things I'm learning about it. I don't know if Control will give us the weather for when we land or anything else like that. I don't know if AI will be capable of doing that on the sim. They are obviously, this is like still beta sort of thing. So there are one or two things that are still imperfect, but it's probably, I'd say, about 85% in working order, which is, it's great fun. I've not tried anything else. I've not tried the tour guide. I've not tried the mentor. I've not tried the first officer either. But for what we've used and what I've used, it is it's worth the money, I would say, because it just provides you with so much entertainment, and it is quite funny. You can get like the funny people, or you can get like your professional cabin crew. But I thought I'd go funny today, just to kind of give off the best vibe sort of thing. Tomorrow I think we'll go professional, just to see what that's like. And then we'll keep using it. Yeah, we'll keep using it. Carl says can't wait for the Dublin flight. Well, because it's not a generic Irish voice either. It's a voice of someone that I follow on YouTube. They managed to get their voice put into the program as cabin crew, and I'm so excited to use it. Oh Jesus! Is the Irish one a funny one, a professional? Funny. It's classed as. Let's have a look. What's it classed as? Yeah, it's classed as funny. So what you can also do is you can auto assign a funny or a professional cabin crew. Just randomize it, or you can actually hand pick out of. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. There's 27 voices to choose from. So you got you're spoiled for choice, depending on what you want to listen to, depending on what you want to deal with. There's plenty going there. Plenty going there. Lewis has just heard the the question. Yeah. Oh, she did well. She did well, did Janet. She's amused a lot of people this evening. Would take a while to get through all of those. It would. I mean, some of them would just be, like I said, they would be repetitive once you've used them the once, but it's there for aesthetics, really. It's there for purpose. So when you hear Janet again, we may hear things that we've not heard for a while, or we may hear the same things again. But Janet will roast me regardless. So we'll get through some others first. Like I said, I want to mix it up and everything, just show all the voices. Tomorrow, because we're using LATAM and we're in South America, we'll use a South American or Spanish sort of speaking cabin crew. So we'll use Alejandro tomorrow. We'll have a male on board as cabin crew in Alejandro, and just see what that's like. So you get like a real mix of, not two voices are the same. So each one will have their own dialogue and everything else like that. I think it'd be good. Lee says, have you asked about Wayne driving buses? Oh God, I imagine that's probably the same question. What I mean, same question would be like, could Wayne drive a could Wayne drive a bus without tipping it? Cheeky bastard. I'll ask because you've asked me to. Here we go. Janet, we have a cheeky chap in the YouTube chat. His name is Dale Winton. If you could call him that, that'd be great. He wants to know if you have good life insurance because you're on board one of the flights tonight that I'm flying.
Oh, Captain, tell Dale Winton that I've got life insurance, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't cover flights with you at the controls.
There you go. Ah, in your face. Oh, tell Dale Winton. Fantastic. I love it. Oh, I'm thoroughly thrilled. I'm so easily amused today. There you go. In your face. I was half expecting her to turn around and say Dale, but she turned around and full on went Dale Winton. Oh, that's so funny. We noticed how Lewis has gone super quiet now.
6275, contact Kansas City Center on 127.475.
Not contact, I pressed the wrong button. Contact Kansas City Center on 127.475, Air Shuttle 6275. Yeah, definitely think we found something that we're going to have a lot of fun with. Kansas City Center, good evening. Air Shuttle 6275 descending through flight level 200 for flight level 110.
Air Shuttle 6275, Kansas City Center, good afternoon.
I love it. Just allows me to kind of grow a little bit more confident with it. So it's pretty cool. Gemma's asking if Janet gets travel sick. Shall I ask a question? Let's go for it. Janet, Gemma, who's in our live chat, is asking, do you get travel sick?
don't get travel sick, but I do get a bit queasy watching you try to navigate. It's like watching a cat trying to swim, really.
City Southwest 5278, 35.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your lead flight attendant,
Southwest
Janet.
5278, Kansas City Center.
Just
Good
a
morning.
quick note for Gemma in our live Chitano. I do
Kansas
not
City
get
Center,
travel
go
sick,
south
but
3410,
watching
Whiskey
Captain
flight
Tom
level
fly is a bit
30.
like riding a roller coaster designed by a
Go
toddler.
south
Buckle
3410,
up,
Kansas
it is
City
going
Center.
to be
Good
a
evening.
bumpy ride.
There you go. So she's just told the rest of the crew, watching me fly is like watching, it's like riding a roller coaster designed by a toddler. Oh dear. Oh, it's so good. I don't think it'll top Wayne getting roasted though. So you know. Oh dear. Good fun. I'm glad I brought this to the stream. Not nosediving. Don't panic. There's our beautiful little aeroplane. Can you ask Janet, did they double check the life vests? I think she did. She did that during the safety briefing. She said apparently there's 3 of them on board. 4 of them on board. Toby, Sarah, and I forget the other name. I think it was not Toby, wasn't Sarah. Whoever the other crew was, apparently tests the life jackets in a swimming pool. That's Janet's words, not mine. Could be Lisa. Yeah, might be Lisa actually. I mean, if you want double confirmation, I'm more than happy to ask. If it makes you happy.
Kansas City Center, good morning. This is Jet 709er Romeo Papa at flight level 248, climbing to 80.
So this voice is a real person.
Vision Jet 709, Romeo Papa, Kansas City Center.
This is
Good
AI.
morning.
Flight level 100. 9324, Kansas City Center, roger.
Janet, just one more question because I know we're in the middle of descending here. Dale Winton is asking, did you double check that the life jackets work or are tucked away under the chairs, or in fact the aircraft has them to start off with?
Oh, Captain, I can assure you that the life jackets are tucked away under the seats, just like your sense of direction. They're all good to go, just in case we need to take an unexpected swim in the sky.
Thanks, Janet. Appreciate that.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your lead flight attendant, Janet, speaking. Just a quick note, the life jackets are indeed tucked away under your seats.
Air
ready for
Shuttle
action.
6275,
Just like
contact
Captain
St. Louis
Thomas
approach on
Always
119.15.
prepared for a surprise. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the descent. Unless you're Dale Winton, who seems to be more concerned about life jackets than the actual flight.
Oh dear. That's Lewis roasted. Oh my days. Oh my god. Apparently Lewis is more interested. Oh dearie me. Oh, that's funny. That's a proper roasting. Oh God Almighty, that is quite something. All right, let's have a look. And there you go. That's why St. Louis was having some issues yesterday. They've had snowfall. Snow on the ground at St. Louis. This will be interesting then. This will be darn tasty. What it is. 53 miles to go, 10 minutes out from landing. Hope you've had fun this evening. So we've got snow on the ground at St. Louis, whatever you want to call it. St. Louis. Alright, there's 11,000 feet. We might get a bit more descent clearance in a sec. Nope, we've been given contact St. Louis approach on 119.15, Air Shuttle 6275. When did that happen? Don't remember getting that. St. Louis approach, Air Shuttle 6275 with the flight level 110.
Air Shuttle 6275, St. Louis approach. Good afternoon, St. Louis, altimeter 30.27. Expect the ILS runway 30 right approach into St. Louis.
Expect the ILS runway 30 right approach into St. Louis, Air Shuttle 6275.
Air Shuttle 6275, St. Louis approach. Proceed direct exhale. Descend and maintain 3500 until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 30 right approach. Sidestep to runway 30 left.
Oh? We're sidestepping now, are we? Descend and maintain 3,500 until established on the localizer. Cleared for the runway 30 right approach. Sidestep to runway 30 left. Air Shuttle 6275. Interesting. We are sidestepping to the left, which I was not expecting. Interesting, it's got a sidestepping though. Why would that be? Oh well, it's all fun and games. Alright, taking our speed to 250. We'll halt the music. I'm chuckling to myself. I've not read anything. I'm just chuckling to myself.
21 climb and maintain 17,000.
Captain Cabin is ready.
21 contact Kansas City Center on 125.9er.
Dear passengers, we are now on our final approach into St. Louis.
No, we're not.
Which is just a fancy way of saying we're almost there. Please turn off your electronic devices and stow them away, just like Captain Tom stows away his sense of direction. Make sure your tray tables are up, your seats are in their full upright position, and your seatbelts are fastened tighter than Captain Tomas' grip on the controls. Once we land, our lovely Mesa Airlines staff will provide you with information about your connecting flights. So don't worry, you want to be stranded here like Captain Tom on a bad hair day. Thank you for your cooperation, and let us hope for a smooth landing, eh?
Mate, come on. Every day's a bad hair day. Lewis says, Carl, I'm waiting for Tom to announce he's dating Janet. Come on now, stop it. It's not the case. Not allowed to date in the workplace anyway. It's frowned upon. Beautiful snowy scenery for St. Louis as well, or St. Louis. We'll go St. Louis. That is looking pretty special. Looking forward to seeing what it's like to get under those clouds. Bad hair day. Lewis says, did United get Janet from Spirit? No. Janet is. She can come with us on any flight that we go on. We're gonna try and keep it sort of, unless it's like special flights. We might keep her for like American stuff only. There is an English girl that is there for the low-cost flights, who could also be confused as one of Emma's relatives.
Keep it under 220 knots until reaching 24100.
Under 240 and 220 knots, 221. Departure 221, climbing to 6,000.
United 221 St. Louis departure. You're on my scope. Radar contact. Go ahead and climb and maintain flight level 230 when you
AI,
can.
that is. That's AI doing that. That is impressive. Is there not a BA style girl? Possibly. Or orange-faced Janice from EasyJet. I won't ruin it for you. You have to wait and see who we get. As I already told you, I think tomorrow we'll do Alejandro, because that's the only sort of Spanish sort of name that we have on the program. But time to get your landing predictions in. We haven't done it for a while, but yeah, time to get the landing rating predictions into the chat, which means I need to open up the replay. Time to go into the murkiness of the clouds. We can probably bring our airspeed back now as well. $22 miles away. Wayne's got 167. Why don't you ask Janet what she think the landing will be? Well, I think she's already said she's got some confidence, but I don't think she'd give a number though. I don't think she's that inclined to do so. We're going to first notch of flaps in there, get ready for landing. Gemma 195, Lewis 175 as we go to very snowy grounds here. So we are at, yeah, we're at 3,500.
VFR departures contact clearance delivery on 128.75.
Oh, sod off. I didn't press that.
On initial contact you have information Quebec. University of Illinois.
Oh, God. Approach is
Quebec.
what we wanted.
2053 Zulu. Wind 320 at 14.
Oh, Jesus.
Visibility 10. Sky conditions.
Why is it telling me the ATIS now?
1100 feet.
By the way, how pretty is that?
Dew point -4. Altimeter 3016. Density altitude -1.
Why is it telling me the ATIS?
Feet. Arriving and departing runways
No!
32 right, 36, 32 left. Visual approaches in use. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway and
God.
short instructions. VFR departures contact clearance delivery on 128.75. Advise on initial contact you have information Quebec. University of Illinois Willard Airport. Information
No!
Quebec. 2053.
How do we get rid of it?
Wind 320 at 14. Visibility 10. Sky conditions.
Oh, God.
Solid overcast at 1100 feet. Temperature -2.
I don't know why it's. Why is that doing it? I don't know why it's doing it.
Climb and maintain flight level 270.
Density altitude -1300 feet. Arriving and departing runways 32 right, 36, 32 left. Visual approaches in use.
Delta Boeing 787
Right, I'm getting put off here.
departure radar contact. Climb and maintain 4,000.
Read back all runway and hold short instructions.
God.
VFR departures contact clearance delivery on 128.75. Advise on initial
Why is ATIS
contact.
suddenly started piping up?
Quebec. University of
Oh,
Illinois
God.
Willard Airport. Information Quebec. 2053 Zulu. Wind 320 at 14. Visibility 10. Sky conditions, solid overcast at 1100 feet. Temperature -2. Dew point -4.
Just bring the speed back now.
016. Density altitude
God.
-1300 feet. Arriving and departing runways.
Help me!
36, 32 left. Visual approaches in use. Advise on
Air
course
Shuttle
heading,
6275,
altitude,
contact St. Louis
and
Tower on
flight following is
118.5.
requested.
Right, quickly.
Read back all.
Contact St. Louis Tower on 118.5, Air Shuttle 6275.
Runway and hold
Oh,
short
God, it continues.
instructions. VFR departures contact clearance delivery on 128.75. Advise on initial contact.
Air Shuttle
You have
6275,
information.
St. Louis Tower. You're already with St. Louis Tower. Continue your approach.
University of Illinois Willard Airport.
St. Louis Tower, Air Shuttle 6275 on a 10-mile approach to runway 30 left.
Information Quebec.
God.
2053 Zulu. Wind 320 at 14. Visibility 10. Sky conditions.
Air Shuttle 6275, winds 310 at 12. Runway 30 left, clear to land.
Dew point -4.
Clear to land, runway 30 left, Air Shuttle 6275.
300 feet.
Contact ground
Arriving and departing runways 32 right, 36, 32 left.
Right, might need to change a few things here because
Ladies and
Advise on
gentlemen,
course
this is
heading,
your lead flight
altitude,
attendant Janet
and
speaking.
flight following
We are
is
now
requested.
cleared to land on runway
Read
30
back all
left.
runway and hold
Please
short
ensure your
instructions.
seatbelts are fastened.
we might have to KIAH this. Hey, they've not really given us a proper approach yet.
128.75. Advise on initial contact. You have information for them.
The airport's there.
That's just Captain Tom trying to
University of
land.
Illinois Willard
Right, let's go
Airport.
for it. Here we go.
Information
And
for
let
them.
us hope for a smooth landing,
2053
unlike
Zulu.
Captain Thomas' navigation
Wind
skills.
320 at 14.
I'm really sorry about the fact that ATIS is going. I don't know why.
Sky conditions, solid overcast at 1100 feet. Temperature -2. Dew point -4.
I can only apologise for
3016.
the ATIS going off. Right, our runway is over here.
-1300 feet. Arriving and departing runways 32 right, 36, 32 left.
So about to KIAH it into the ground. Here we go. It is snow on the ground, yes.
Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested.
I don't know why
Read back
ATIS
all
is
runway
going.
and hold short instructions. VFR departures contact clearance delivery on 128.75. Advise on initial contact. You have information Quebec. University of Illinois Willard Airport.
Why is it doing a
Information
different?
Quebec.
I don't know.
2053 Zulu. Wind
Right,
320
runway's
at
there.
14. Visibility 10. Sky
So here we go.
conditions, solid overcast at 1100.
Janet, time to take your seats for landing. This might get a bit bumpy.
-2. Dew point -4. Altimeter 3016. Density altitude -1300 feet. Arriving and departing runways
Okay,
32
Captain,
right,
taking my seat for
36,
landing.
32
Let's hope
left.
your landing skills are better than your navigation skills.
Advise on course heading,
020
altitude,
until established on the
Ladies and
localizer.
gentlemen, this is
Clear
your
for
lead
landing.
flight
Yeah,
attendant
read
Janet
back all
speaking.
runway and
Please
hold
return
short
to your seats and
instructions.
fasten your seatbelts.
Not the most orthodox approach, but we'll go for it.
Much like Captain
128.75.
Tom's
Whiskey
flying.
traffic at your 2 o'clock tomorrow.
Still don't know why ATIS is going.
3,500
I've got no idea. But that is snow on the ground, yes.
Airport.
And it's looking beautiful.
Traffic map site,
2053 Zulu.
at about
Wind
1 mile.
320 at
12
Visibility
12 knot
10.
crosswind we got to deal with as well.
Sky conditions, solid overcast at 1.
Can't turn ATIS off. I can't turn it off.
-2. Dew point -4. Altimeter 3016. Density altitude -1300 feet. Arriving and departing runways 32 right, 36, 32 left.
Here we go.
Visual approaches in use. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. VFR departures contact clearance delivery on 128.75. Advise on initial contact you have information to Quebec. University of Illinois Willard Airport, information Quebec.
Take it.
2053 Zulu.
Reverse is on. We've got auto brake on at 1, which is low, but it's still stopping us very, very quickly.
Solid overcast at 1100 feet. Temperature -2.
There you go. Welcome to St. Louis, a very snowy St. Louis.
Altimeter 3016. Density altitude -1300 feet.
Air Shuttle 6275, welcome to St. Louis. Contact ground on 127.55.
Visual approaches in use. Advise on course heading. Altitude.
I can't turn it off. Why?
Following is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. VFR departures contact clearance delivery on 128.75. Advise on contact.
I don't know how to turn it. How does that even come up?
United 72 Heavy, climbing through 4,200.
That's going to get quite annoying, isn't it?
Wind 320.
Oh my gosh. I did it! I did it! I turned it on. I turned it off, rather. Forgive me.
And if you're planning to celebrate the new year, make sure to do it safely, unlike our landing.
Thank you, Janet. The landing was great. St. Louis Tower, thank you for the welcome. Air Shuttle 6275 will contact ground on 127.55. Thank you. Lewis says, what's the add-on again? The add-on is sayintentions.ai. It's great fun, it really is. St. Louis ground, good afternoon. Air Shuttle 6275 with you, requesting taxi to the nearest gate. No, it's a standalone thing there, Lewis. You get a 24-hour demo, and then you have to purchase it if you want it to stay on.
Air Shuttle 6275, taxi to A3 via Mike Delta Charlie 6 Charlie. Have a great day.
No idea if that's going to be the right one, but we'll go for it anyway. Taxiing to Alpha 3 via Mike Delta Charlie 6 Charlie. Have a great day yourselves. Thank you. Air Shuttle 6275. Love it. Oh, it's good fun. The approach was weird. I'll give it that. But we're going to go to, like, I don't know, one of these like gates here. I don't know if it's going to be correct or not. I haven't really got to follow it, but it's fine. And there you go. Not really much more else we can get out of the sim, apart from let's ask Janet how the landing was. I think it was a great landing. Janet, I thought that was a good landing. We got a landing rate of -155 feet per minute. What did you think of that landing?
Oh, Captain, that landing was so smooth it could have been mistaken for a gentle hug from a cloud.
Thank you.
I'd rate it an 8 out of 10, but only because I'm feeling generous today. Well done. You managed to keep us all in our seats instead of launching us into the overhead bins.
Janet, I'll take it 8 out of 10. And I imagine you're feeling quite generous because it's lovely and snowy outside.
Oh, Captain, I'd say that landing was so smooth it could have been mistaken for a gentle snowflake landing on a marshmallow. An 8 out of 10 is quite generous, but let's be honest. It's not like you were trying to land on a moving target this time. Ladies and gentlemen, we've just touched down at St. Louis, and I must say, that landing was so smooth it could have been mistaken for a snowflake landing on a marshmallow. Welcome to the snowy wonderland of St. Louis.
She's now talking to the rest of the crew.
As chilly as Captain Thomas' flying skills. Please remain seated until we've come to a complete stop. And remember, if you see Captain Tom looking a bit dazed, it is just his natural state. Thank you for flying with us.
There we go. Happy days. Welcome everybody to this very snowy St. Louis, however you want to pronounce it. And that is the first proper, well, so look really at a thing that's come out and has been out for a while. With say intentions. Oh. Okay. Still got butter, so that's absolutely fine. Let's end the flight there. So, hopefully you enjoyed that. I thought that was great fun. Lewis says, can you ask what Janet is planning to do tonight after the flight? I'm not doing that. Not doing that. Oh dear. Alright, down below as you can see, it'll come up in a second. Show you what we're doing tomorrow. There we go, Tuesday, 7th of January. We are on the LATAM A321 from Phoenix, Santiago to Buenos Aires. 7:15 start. Chicken. Not chicken. Alright, fine, I'll do it before we leave. Here we go. Janet, I'm being pressured to ask you by Dale Winton what you're doing tonight after the flight is finished.
Oh, Captain, after this flight, I'll probably be contemplating the mysteries of the universe, like why you still have a job flying planes. But if Dale Winton wants to join, I might just have to reconsider my plans.
Well, Dale's got a date. Janet, can you say goodbye to our YouTube viewers who are watching the stream? They have really enjoyed your company and look forward to having you on our flight again. Could you say goodbye to them, please? Oh, she didn't recognise that? Janet, could you say goodbye to our YouTube viewers who have really enjoyed your company this evening and are looking forward to the next flight that you are on with us? She don't want to talk now. I'll simplify it, hang on. Janet, can you say goodbye to our YouTube viewers as we end our stream? Nothing. Are you still there, Janet?
Oh, Captain, I'm still here, just making sure the passengers are still breathing after that landing. You really know how to keep them on their toes, eh?
She's here. Janet, can you say goodbye to our YouTube viewers as we are about to end our live stream? Please make this work, otherwise Can you say goodbye to our passengers, Janet? I'm out of ideas. No, she doesn't want to do it. It's fine. Doesn't matter.
Dear passengers, as we come to the end of our journey, I just want to say thank you for
Oh no, there you
flying
go.
with us today. If you enjoyed the flight, it was all thanks to Captain Tom's excellent landing skills, which I'd rate an 8 out of 10 A mostly, because I'm feeling generous. If you did not enjoy it, well, I'm sure he'll be flying again soon, so you can try your luck next time. Have a lovely stay in St. Louis, or a safe onward journey. Goodbye, and remember, if you see Captain Tom, tell him you did a great job, for a change.
There you go. That's about as good as you're gonna get. Right. Let's end it. So that is Say Intentions. That has been a great deal of fun. I hope you have enjoyed that this evening. Let's get the replay going. In fact, let's do the review as we always do. It's the best you're going to get, I'm afraid. I can't do any more than that. 1 hour 40 minutes in the air tonight. Now Volanta had it down at 294, but I'm not convinced by Volanta's rating. So all that's left to do this evening is to get rid of me. We'll be back tomorrow with Alejandro on board. The ticker will stay running so you can see what's coming up throughout the week. Let's get the replay going.
80 knots. Find valid airport data at this position. Services are not available.
And let's watch the landing. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for flying with United Express this evening. If it's still icy where you are, be safe, be careful tomorrow. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow for some more flight sim action here on the channel. So for myself and Wayne, look after yourselves and each other. And it is a very good evening from us. And bye-bye for now. Take care, everyone.
She sits on her ass, he works his hands to the bone to give her money every payday. But she